Joining us today for our first interview of 2020, it's Will Vaulks. So before we start, let's just ask, it seems like ages ago, how was your Christmas and your New Year?
Yeah, it was good, thank you. Nice to have the family down for the first time in Cardiff and enjoyed it. A couple of good results, a couple not so good, but overall it was all right.
It's been a good start for yourself though. We've had a good run and feature in the team recently, haven't you? You must be pleased with that.
Yeah, it's been nice to finally get involved a bit more. It's been a frustrating start to my Cardiff career. So yeah, to be back on the pitch with the lads and try and give the boys a bit of help and contribute, I think is the main thing. So yeah, it's nice in that sense. And
contribute you did at QPR, albeit not under the very best of circumstances, but you got your first goal for the club.
Yeah.
Which you must be pleased with, and obviously you're looking to build on that now?
Yeah, it was nice to get a goal, but obviously the circumstances, like you say, it wasn't ideal. We weren't good enough that day. At least gave the fans a little minute to cheer about something, but yeah, we still owe them from that.
Probably not the occasion for it, but will you unleash the backflip? Should you score again?
Yes, definitely. Obviously at 6-0 down, I don't think you can do a backflip after a goal, but hopefully, yeah, a winner or an equaliser, it'll definitely come out soon.
How did that come about to be your celebration? It's quite daring, and you execute it so well, might I add.
10 out of 10. No, just as a kid, I was just wanted to try things all the time. I taught myself it one day, and then eventually up in Falkirk, I scored a good goal, a long ranger, and I went and did it, and then since then, pretty much done it every time I've scored.
Now, before we look ahead to Swansea, obviously our first game of the week on Sunday, let's just quickly talk about Carlisle and the cup and the importance to you of a good solid cup run.
Yeah, it'd be really good. I've had some good cup runs in my career and they're amazing. Takes the fans to all different stadiums that you might not think of going to, and I think first half we dominated the game but conceded, obviously, I don't think it definitely wasn't a penalty, and then the second goal was a bit disappointing. We did well to come back, we should have won the game really, we know that. We're just going to have to do it the hard way now and go a long way up to Carlisle and win up there.
And obviously wanting to progress past the third round, but also in terms of maintaining momentum with two league games, either side of it in close succession. How important is it that the win comes in the cup too? Yeah,
they can help the cup games as well, like you say, to build a bit of momentum, which obviously we wanted after the QPR game. Obviously we've got the massive one this weekend, and then yeah, if we can get a result and then onto Carlisle, get a result there, then we build in the momentum again, which is what we need.
Like you said it yourself, the massive one this Sunday. It's a huge game, as I'm sure you're aware. Are you perhaps more privy to the importance, particularly to the fans, as a Welsh lad yourself? Yeah,
possibly. Obviously, I've seen it with going away with Wales, the passionate sides of the support, and obviously we got beaten the away fixture. So yeah, at the moment we need to give the fans something to cheer about, and what a great opportunity to do it at home against Swansea.
And as you mentioned, losing the away fixture, it hasn't yet been done that either team's done the double over the other. Does that add more pressure, knowing that?
I wouldn't have said so. It's a massive game anyway. I think we know that we need to put in a good performance and win the game anyway, regardless of that start. I didn't know that. I'd like to think we don't need any more motivation than what we have at the moment to win.
Well, we've got a decent crowd expected on Sunday. Do you enjoy a derby game and the atmosphere around it?
Yeah, I do. I've always enjoyed the games where the crowds get up against each other and the atmosphere is good. Personally, I don't mind a bit of stick for myself and stuff on the pitch. I quite like the feisty games, and I'm sure it will be that. And I'm sure the fans won't stop singing when they get going here. They're incredible. So yeah, we need you for the full 90 minutes as well.
Okay, now just the second half of the season, obviously we're not that far off the playoffs, so a lot to play for, but there's a great summer ahead, potentially, for you with the Euros too.
Yeah, looking quite far ahead, but it's massively important to me to try and play as much football between now and then, to give myself the best chance of being on that plane. And yeah, I've heard about the stories of the last time that Wales were there, and it sounded like something that comes, once in a lifetime in a way, and what an opportunity. So between now and then, yeah, I'll be doing everything I can to play as much football and play as well as I can and help Cardiff as much as I can up to there.
And you made your debut for Wales last March, wasn't it? So how does it feel to feature as well for, obviously, the capital city of Wales?
Yeah, it was a massive pull for me when, obviously, in the summer that Cardiff were interested. There was a few clubs interested, and that definitely helped
That was one of the driving factors.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Obviously, I just broke into the Wales setup and played a couple of times, and I wanted to come down here and be involved with that. And obviously, with Wales being based down here at the training ground and everything, it seemed a great fit. And it's not been the best of starts, but hopefully it's definitely been the right decision.
Do you feel quite settled now? You happy to be here?
Yeah, 100%. I feel really settled. I love the place and where we live and everything about it. The club's massive. It's a great club to play for. I just personally want to give a little bit more.
Right, we're going to head over to social media for some of the questions that have come in from the fans. And the first one is from Connor Griff, 0311, asking, do you have any superstitions that need to be done before a match?
No, I don't actually. I made a conscious effort when I was a young player, and I saw two experienced professionals doing a lot of strange things before they went out, tapping things and putting things on in a certain order and walking back out in and out of the toilet and stuff. And I just kind of decided there and then I don't want to be involved with that. Yeah, so I know lots of players do, and I have a bit of a routine, but not any superstitions. I've tried to always avoid that with food or with things like that, because I feel what happens if you can't do it or it goes wrong.
Yeah,
so I actually don't, but plenty of players do, and some very strange ones.
Any of our current players that you notice perhaps in the changing room?
There is a few that have weird ones, yeah. Peltz likes to do dips before he goes out, which I give him a bit of stick for.
Do tricep dips?
Yeah, 10 tricep dips, which he won't appreciate me mentioning, but I think he just likes to get his muscles a bit bigger.
One from the Canton end. What do you have for food on a match day?
I get a bit of stick for this for some reason, but for pre-match I would have a choice. So obviously, you can't always get it with the hotels and stuff, but I would just have avocado on toast, simple, with maybe a coffee or just some juice. Yeah, I don't have some lads have 5 scrambled eggs and beans and loads of stuff. But I just have, because I can eat that. Sometimes before big games it's quite tough to eat, and I know that I quite fancy a bit of avocado on toast, so that's what I have. Yeah, but not. A night game, I'd have a vegetarian pasta or something like that.
Are you vegetarian?
Not strictly, but I don't eat much meat at all now. Hardly at all eat meat.
The next question comes from Tomo Al. Who's the most serious in the squad? We know there are quite a few jokers amongst the group. Who's most serious though?
Most serious? That's tough, because the biggest jokers can be the most serious. I'd say Curtis Nelson maybe is the most serious in training. You don't want to be against him in training. He's an angry man, so I'd go for him.
And talking about Tomo there, obviously the fans are very pleased to hear the news of our Tomo signing his contract extension, albeit in the January transfer window, so we're expecting players to come in and come out. But character like Lee Tomlin, who really gets the fans going, how great is that for you as a fellow teammate to hear he's staying with us? Yeah,
it's great. Tomo's unlike any other player I've played against or with. He's met me a couple of times when I've played against him actually. But he's got so much ability, the most ability I've ever seen. And I think he's obviously flourished in the last 2 months under the new manager and had a bit more freedom, and he's massively important to us, so it's great that he's committed his future.
Our next question is from Fraser Jones. He's asking, what is your favourite sport other than football, if there is one?
Yeah, probably golf. I like my golf. Played a lot as a kid with my dad. Try and play as much as I can, but the weather down here is not the best. So, yeah, I haven't played as much as I'd like, but I enjoy golf.
Did you ever do gymnastics?
No, I think I might have gone to a couple of classes as a kid, really young, but no, I never really did gymnastics, no. I used to just play on trampoline all the time, and I'd just try anything as a kid, and one day I decided to do a backflip.
I feel like a backflip's the sort of thing you need to keep on top of. You've got to be practicing them in your garden or something, because it's not the sort of thing you just pull out the bag after.
No, I learned to do it on, those things that usually at like a fair, like the trampolines that you stick in. Yeah, I did that, and then I thought, I can do it on a normal trampoline, and I can do that. And then I started dragging mattresses out and doing a backflip onto them, and then eventually on the floor, and then one day thought, why not do that?
I dread to think what went through your head the first time you did it on a pitch.
Yeah, I used to be able to do it, and then if I didn't do it for a little while, I couldn't get myself to go backwards. My mum and dad used to hate me doing it. I think I'll break my neck, but I've survived this far. I think I'll be okay now.
Our last question comes from Premier Bluebirds Group. It's a nice sort of question. They've said, it's so good to see you starting more regularly, and you're a really top bloke. That's nice.
Thank you. I feel like there's a but coming here.
No, there's no but. There's no but. It just carries on going, actually. You're a top bloke who was very much part of the community at Rotherham.
Yeah.
So since you've arrived at Cardiff, have you become involved in any local organisations here? And if so, are you enjoying it?
I haven't got as stuck in as I would like to for a couple of reasons, but yeah, I really enjoy getting involved with the community. It's something that I found that Rotherham helped. Obviously, it helped the people that I helped, but also it helped myself as well for my own kind of mental well-being and things like that. To go and give a bit of time, I really enjoyed it, and I became very close to the people there at Bluebell Wood. And down here, I've been in touch with a couple of people, and I would like to do a little bit more. So I'm definitely open to not offers, but you know what I mean, open to people that maybe need or want some help or some volunteering. Something that over the last couple of years has become important in my life, but it's been quite unsettled since I've come here with everything that's gone on. But yeah, it's something I do want to do, definitely.
That's really nice to hear. We're quite lucky to have like a group of players anyway who are quite open and active in the community, but it's nice to hear that you're proactive.
Yeah, I think it's important to do, not just with football, because you are put on a pedestal as a football player, like it or not, and kids in general tend to look up to you. And I remember being a kid, and Alan Shearer, I've said it before, touched the top of my head at the training ground. It was like the best day of my life. I'm not saying I'm Alan Shearer by any means, but I think you've got to give a bit back.
Yeah.
We get a lot, and you have to give some back. And but I quite like doing things away from football. It's not about me being a footballer or, yeah.
That's nice.
Thank you.
And that's it, that's all we have. That's the end of our questions.
Great.
So thanks for coming in. And as always, thanks at home for sending your questions in. Keep an eye on our socials. We'll let you know who's in next week. And you can send more questions in. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you then.